Hey y'all, hold on a second. Let me turn this down. I'm listening to the real Dana. She said Roland Martin got kicked out of Chicago by black residents, and she got a video clip or something like that. Y'all see what this say? CBS News. Let's see if we can get it to play though. Let's see.
To the neighborhood, CBS 2's Ali Bauman was at a community meeting when a mayor showed up.
Harlem residents went looking for answers Thursday night about a once luxury building on Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. The development has sat empty for the past decade until this week when neighbors noticed boxes of bunk beds being loaded in.
We were trying to find out what was going on, and we weren't getting any answers to our...
Why has it been sitting empty? Vacant luxury apartment building. I don't know much about New York. I'm not a New Yorker. Y'all know I'm a Michigander that lives in Texas, but I've lived in Texas longer than I have in Michigan, even though I was born and raised there and went to school there, graduated, blah, blah, blah. First 17 years of my life. But I've been in Texas more than 17 years, so there you go. Why would these buildings be... See, I'll ask questions that a lot of people won't ask. Why are they abandoned? Who owns the buildings? Whose buildings are these? And why are they abandoned? I don't get it. And CBS, how come y'all don't have a thing on here where I can rewind the video? Let's see if I can. Let's try to restart it. Let's try that. Let's try that. I don't know. Let's just play it. Shit.
Question.
They learned City Hall was planning to turn the building into temporary housing for asylum seekers.
No, I don't agree with it turned into a sanctuary for asylum seekers. No, when we have people right here that need the space.
While neighbors were gathering to share their concerns, Mayor Eric Adams dropped in to answer questions.
I'm sorry, I can't listen to a dude wearing a woman's hair. That's just me. I'm sorry. I'm petty like that. But that's the way I'm right now. I mean, I won't disrespect you. I'll just look at you and nod my head and smile and whatnot. I ain't heard a damn thing you said. Come on. Come on. What is it, froze? I'm hitting the play.
You are the mayor. We do not want to hear excuses.
But the mayor announced a change of course.
I told the team, find out what's going on here. We're not moving folks into a brand new building where you have long-term needs into a community. That's not going to happen.
The luxury building will instead be a shelter for long-term New York City families.
You will not have migrants and asylum seekers in that property.
Residents told me they're relieved for the change, but frustrated by the city's lack of transparency around opening a shelter in the first place. Many wish they had more input about the building's future.
We have too many homeless shelters in this community.
Regina Smith says she'd like to see it become affordable housing. 44% of households in this neighborhood are rent burdened, meaning over a third of their income goes towards rent.
We have a dearth of affordable housing. We're being priced out of the community. The lack of respect is absolutely appalling.
City officials say they do not yet have a timeline for when this family shelter will open. In Harlem, Ali Bauman, CBS 2 News.
I'm willing to bet you the only reason...
Tell attendant celebrating a victory in the World Baseball Classic.
I'm willing to bet you the only reason Adam said something is because they got caught. If nobody had caught it and they would have already been moved in, I'm willing to bet you. I can't prove it, of course, because, I don't have a way back machine to turn it back and make it not be found. But I don't understand. I don't understand New York. I just don't. It's just so much sleight of hand. And I've been saying this for decades. This ain't nothing new. The stuff that I'm saying, YouTube didn't exist. Hell, the internet didn't exist. Okay? So this is only new to some people, but to some of us old cats that look at more stuff and just, we're not just hammered with entertainment. Some of us like actually looking around and see what's going on around you and like, what the hell is this? And so somebody built that building. That means somebody spent money. You got TCI, total cost involved. Somebody had to purchase the property, and in New York, I can only imagine. It's Harlem, but it's still New York. You have to buy the building. Y'all unions rake y'all over the freaking coals. And if not, and if you don't pay it or you try to go outside there, it's gonna be some freaking guy. Hey, I'm the freaking building inspector here. You're screwed. And the union, wait a minute, but why you ride up in the same Lincoln with the union boss? Hey, he just saw me walking down the street and gave me a fucking ride over here. Hey, you got a fucking problem with that? Freaking mooly, listen to what the hell I'm there. You're screwed. So somebody just spent all this money to have luxury apartments built, and it's sitting empty. But so you got lights, you got water. I'm quite sure you got a boiler, because for your heat and whatnot. And everything else and electricity, and ain't nobody paying for it? Ain't nobody in it? And then, okay, y'all's gonna move migrants in, which means the city was going to foot the bill again, just like they do for the other places. So he knew about it. They can't pay without him knowing. You're the freaking mayor. Huh? Dad, start the freaking show, huh? Confusion and anger. No, ain't no confusion. Homeless shelter. Harlem. Allie Ballman was in the room for a community meeting when Mayor Eric Adams made a surprise change of course. All right, we already heard all that. Let's see if it's something. Okay, an artist rendering showing a swimming pool inside the 35-unit complex on Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard in Harlem. Ooh, kitchens, granite countertops, and marble bathrooms. Ooh, indoor swimming pool on his roof. And they was going to have them freaking mongrels in that damn building. And guess what? They feel they're entitled to it. And know where they get that sense of entitlement from? Because y'all give it to them. And you black people in Chicago and New York and Boston and Baltimore, all y'all men, y'all are weak. Every time when you see something press, now I don't know, is there men speaking and the media just editing y'all out and just airing when it's chicks talking, or is it just chicks talking? I don't know. Y'all gonna have to tell me because I don't live in none of them. But that's all you see. It's like, man, y'all supposed to be a man. Y'all ain't got a fucking voice. You don't have a voice. You don't have an opinion. You don't know right from wrong. Don't think so. You just, is whatever mama says. How did y'all get here? Get there. Every time you see him, it's a chick at the mic, and it's a couple of daggum Negro males standing behind her with a befuddled look on their damn face. I know how you got there. I know how liberalism then burned them democratic places to the ground. You've been deballed and replaced. And that is where you stay, because guess what? Mama ain't giving up her spot. She ain't giving up the mic, and she ain't giving up her spot, and you too big of a chicken to say something about it. That's why y'all can have them leftist ass Democrat ran cities. Y'all can have that crap. No diss. And if the shoe don't fit, don't try to put your foot in it. If I see you put your foot in it, you come here talking crap to me while you trying to lace that shoe up. You trying to make it fit. So you know, hey, so you can get it too. We're trying to find out what's going on. You know what's going on. They learned City Hall was planning to turn the building into temporary housing. That wasn't going to be no temporary. Ain't no way in hell they was going to leave them luxury apartment. What did they say? 30, how many units? What they say? God dang, I could have swore it said how many units. I could have swore it said 30 something. Maybe I'm tripping. My brain is... Yeah, there it is. 35 unit. 35 units. Ain't no way in hell they was going to get out of that once you let them in there. They learned City Hall was planned. See, City Hall, the people you voted for. No, I don't agree with turning into Tiffany Fulton, executive director of Silent Voices. Oh, and something else. Every time, now, and I cut my own self off. When y'all talking about, look, about black and brown, and you always got to throw in, look, we just think everybody deserves, or this, that, and other, or I'm not against them, I'm not a race, but stop giving all them freaking qualifiers. Why are you giving them qualifiers that you don't receive from them? I don't give qualifiers. I ain't never had to get up in front of no mic and speak about this, but everybody down knows how I feel, even the people around me. I'm not one person on the internet and then another person in real life. I'm the same bloke. I don't want you here. I've never wanted you here. If it was up to me, you wouldn't be here. You would be rounded up like cattle and sent back with a bill in your pocket that I will find some way to collect from your freaking government on that bill. Because I'm quite sure we probably sending monies to a lot of these places in one way, shape, or form, and I'll extract it out of there. You gonna give me that money. I'm gonna get that money. And there's, look, you getting the warning of what the time I expect you to self-deport. If you are still here past that day, you will be rounded up like cattle, and I don't care if you were moved out from the barrel of a Remington. Don't bother me one bit at all. You will leave one way or another. Shouldn't even be here. That's the powers that be. That's these Democrats that's got plans for y'all, and the Republicans that are too freaking cowardly to say anything to stop it. They stoop to, I don't want to be called the racist. They're gonna call you whatever anyway, you freaking clowns you. That's what I always say. Majority of there ain't no Democrats I like, and you can take at least half of the Republicans with them. Because at least half of them, they're useless as the day is long. Yeah, I said it, and this ain't my first time saying it either. So is this the video again, where I was trying to start it over? Residents told CBS they're relieved for the change, but frustrated by the city's lack of transparency. You from New York. You are one of the major political machines. You should know this. You ought to know this. We have a Darth. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, that's just the stuff. Okay, New York City Department of Social Services spokesman sent CBS New York the following statement. Let's go through it, boys and girls. I'm glad I kept scrolling. Despite the developer's initial plans for market rate condominiums, development had been stalled and this building left indefinitely empty. Something smells funny. It would not have advanced as luxury housing. Why? Because it's in Harlem? That don't make no sense. I mean, you know, a mansion that is a mansion, you know? I don't understand that. Instead of sitting vacant, this site will serve as high quality. Hey, somebody that live in New York and in that area, when did they start building that thing? If you know, I mean, because I'm quite sure if you, just like where I live, I can tell you, around here, man, they started building that 2 years ago. They've been working on that for 6 years. That used to be the Woolworth building, and they started gutting it like 5 years ago and turned it into an office complex. Somebody knows. Somebody within the sound of my voice knows. It will not have advanced as luxury housing. Instead of sitting vacant, this site will serve as high quality transitional housing for long-term New York City families with children experiencing homelessness. We will be working with an experienced not-for-profit provider. Here we go, to help these families stabilize their lives and ultimately move into permanent housing. Get them in drug treatment first if they own it. If they ain't, just get them in. As we have always done, we will continue to maintain open lines of communication and work closely with the community every step of the way to ensure that we are collaboratively working to provide critical services for our neighbors in need. City officials say they do not yet have a timeline for when the family shelter will open. Yeah, but y'all was about ready to put them people in right now. Hey, y'all voted for all the ass kicking y'all getting. Y'all voted for it. I guess that's just a picture, because it ain't doing nothing.
Harlem residents are accusing the city of using the bait and switch tactic on them. They tell us what was built as a luxury apartment building almost 10 years ago is now being turned into a migrant shelter.
Getting more info from this guy. 10 years. Come on, thing, play. I'm hitting it, y'all. God dang, come on.
CBS 2's John Diaz explains it came without warning.
We should have been informed. It's like they snuck in here.
Executive Director of the community outreach organization Silent Voices United, Tiffany Fulton, is not keeping her voice silent about what she says is the city blindsiding her Harlem community.
I'm looking for answers.
Last week, she snapped these photos. Crews moving furniture into a vacant 35-unit complex on Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard near 130th Street, including boxes of twin bunk beds. Thursday, they were seen through windows all set up. Fulton says local leaders confirmed with her they're moving migrants here.
They're actually turning this into a sanctuary for asylum seekers.
The building was first marketed as a luxury doorman building. Condos include kitchens with granite countertops and marble bathrooms. Renderings show it even has an indoor swimming pool on its roof. But city records state its developers defaulted on loans, and for a decade the building remained empty. And a major question area residents want answered as soon as possible: how exactly did the city even get control of the building? With rents skyrocketing, Harlem residents say this could have been turned into affordable housing.
These apartments could be used for us to go into. We welcome migrants, but the way things are done is very important.
Stop. See? This is what I'm talking about. When y'all finally push a male up to speak, and I don't know, a lot of these dudes wearing the beard, but where beard used to be a sign of masculinity and whatnot. I don't know, man. A lot of them seem like most dudes I see now with a big ass beard sound like they sprinkle a little too much cinnamon on their fucking toast. Okay? But anyway, why do you keep having to give that disclaimer? Look, we're not against. Stop it. They're not giving that disclaimer for your ass. They could give a F-U-C-K okay about you. And they have no problem displaying it. They smack you every chance they get, but you go out of your way to give them a disclaimer every chance you get. Stop with the disclaimer. You got because because they like, well, shoot, they like it. We're gonna keep on doing it. No, stop with the disclaimer and ball your fists up. This is war, and you Negroes are losing badly. You're gonna lose anyway. I mean, you can slow down the loss, but you're gonna lose. Let's see if I don't know why it's so hard to get this thing to play.
And when residents are not informed, when residents are not, opinions are not taken into account, this is what causes animosity.
They're all hoping for some clarification soon. In Harlem, John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
Now, we reached out to the mayor's office for comment, but we have not heard back. The community will be hosting a meeting tonight to discuss the topic.
So if she wouldn't have happened to just been cruising by and got curious, we ain't gonna do that.
So welcome back. First came Broadway.
And she wouldn't just happen to be cruising by, you know what I'm saying, and saw it and took pictures and posted it. They putting bunk beds in there. So they know, even though it's 35 units, they was probably gonna fill them rooms up. Now, where did they get the bunk beds? What, they went over to the Lowe's or the Home Depot? I mean, what, the furniture factory warehouse and say, yeah, we need look, they're in on it. Because them city council members, they ain't the one that went and sourced the bunk beds. They didn't transport, they didn't get the trucking or moving anything to transport them bunk beds and to put them in there. And they did, and they paid somebody to assemble them and put them together up there already. So you know what y'all should say? Okay, that's fine. Y'all already got the bunk bed. Said yes, stay. Hey, get the homeless people in here now. I bet you that building's still empty. What you want to bet? And y'all keep giving keep giving disclaimers for damn people that they are replacing you with. I'm done, y'all, because I'm about ready to say something crazy that might get me flagged. Y'all be good and be safe. Tell me what you think. Bye.